We've got a letter here, Andy. It says one of us keeps doing an impression of an owl.
Ooh.
I knew it wasn't me.
Press the button.
Welcome to Tom and Andy's podcast show. This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, the Music Factory, Blackpool, England. If you're easily offended or a snowflake, then go and mither someone else. How do again?
How do, everybody? Are you all right, Tom?
I'm brilliant. Yeah. Have you had a good week?
Yeah, been okay, mate. Yeah, a bit of toothache this week.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, a bit of toothache. Nightmare, isn't it?
Nightmare. I've had a touch of hives.
Have
hey,
you?
Listen to us. We're both ill, seriously ill.
We are, aren't we?
And I've got a bad throat as well. I'll try and outdo you a little bit.
I know I had one last week, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm a bit of Oh Man River this week.
Get down in your boots.
Yeah. So, where should we start? Should we have a look at the news bits this
Let's
week?
have a look at the news bits. Why not?
What date is it?
The date today is the 28th of February, 2023.
Sir Bob Geldof repeatedly misgenders Sam Smith, leaving This Morning fans fuming. Band-Aid hero Bob, 71, infuriated viewers as he continued to refer to the non-binary singer as he.
Brilliant.
Do you
know something, Tom?
What?
I don't know if I can believe that he left This Morning fans fuming. A lot of older people will watch This Morning.
Yeah.
You know, because young people are out working.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have had a clue that he was misgendering. You know what it is again, Tom? It's the media.
Absolutely.
The media. Yeah. And you know, I read a few comments on this, and somebody put, and I thought, actually, you've got a good point. They put, I bet Sam Smith and his agents are lapping all this up, all the attention he's getting.
I said this the other day to a friend of mine. He'll be sat at home going, they fell for it.
Yeah.
They fell for it. It'd cost him millions of quids to get this advertising.
Exactly. Noel Gallagher did the best one on a Dutch radio station the other day.
Oh, yeah, what did he say?
He said about pop music nowadays, he says, it's just manufactured rubbish, really. He said, but pop music, he said, is quite good if the artists are cool.
All right.
But he said, unfortunately, the pop artists of today are all idiots.
Oh.
And he said, who are you actually referring to on that quote, being an idiot? He went, Sam Smith.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, brilliant.
That's the way.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, let's digress, shall we?
Shall we?
Yeah, don't give him any more attention, that's Sam Smith.
That's that.
Riot police were called after pupils protested at new toilet rules being rolled out after a call to arms on TikTok last night.
Oh.
Schools across the country have been reporting rioting. It is understood the protest was planned after rules were announced to lock the toilets during lesson time and for part of their breaks.
Oh, God almighty.
What's all that about?
All the kids are up in arms now because they can't go and have a piss when they want.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Do you know what? Again, Tom, common sense is not happening, is it?
No.
I mean, we all tried it on when we were at school as kids. I need the toilet. I need the toilet.
Yeah.
And then eventually the teachers get wise to you and they go, no, you don't. You know, and I bet they were saying, you're not going to piss or shit yourself, so stick where you are and you go in at break time. You know what I mean? Common sense tells you that.
What does the, I'm not agreeing with the kids, but what's the school thinking about? Let's lock the toilets. Why?
Yeah.
I don't see why.
Well, I don't know. I mean, locking the toilet, like I say, just the teachers need to have a bit more control. Just, no, you're not going to the toilet. Sit down.
Yeah, during lesson time.
Yeah, you don't have to lock them.
And for part of the breaks. There's no point, is there?
No, it's pathetic, mate.
They brought on their own problem there.
Yeah,
anyway.
Pathetic.
Starbucks faced a boycott when it was opened in Italy in 2018. But the chain has come back swinging, listen to this, Andy, with an olive oil range of coffee.
An olive oil?
Yeah, they're launching it in Italy on Wednesday. An olive oil range of coffee.
What's all that about?
Well, you said, can I have coffee? Yeah, how many drips do you want?
Yeah, how many drops of olive oil do you want in it?
That's it, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let them get on with it.
Mind you, olive oil's actually good for you, isn't it?
It is, but I mean, fancy
I
doing it
know.
just to please everybody in Italy.
know.
I mean, it's only cheat anyway, isn't it? We'll
Yeah.
put olive oil in it. Oh, let's go and have
Let's
a
go and
drink.
have some, yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Hey, this is brilliant, this, Tom. You'll like this.
Right.
Do you know all this nonsense about the gender issues and gender changing and don't know whether you're Arthur or Martha or in between or anything anymore? Right. Listen to this. This is a bell to this.
Yeah.
The next James Bond will be made to satisfy the woke brigade. Bond will start off as a man and will transgender into a woman, and the film, wait for it, is going to be called Coctopussy. That's brilliant.
Andy's been writing this week.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Got to pussy.
Starring Sam Smith.
Yeah, exactly. He's the baddie in it, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll do the song, I bet.
Yeah. And that was the news. Good night. Right, now, oh, hang on, where's Andy gone? Oh, just a minute, we've got a road report coming in. That's where Andy's gone. He must be at the scene. Are you there, Andy?
Yes, I'm here, Tom. I'm actually on the M8926.
Oh.
A wagon has overturned, throwing nuts all over the motorway. The driver said he works at an hazelnut factory. I've asked him what has happened. He said, I can't talk now, I need to crack on. Back to you in the studio, Tom. I'm back. And now it's time for...
The
very simple. In fact, even I can answer some of the questions.
Game. It's easy for me today. Game. Who was unveiled as Rhino and crowned the winner of the Masked Singer? There's not many people who'll know that one. Do you ever watch it?
I've watched bits. I've not seen any of this series, to be honest with you, Tom. I've been working, so I've not seen any.
I like it. It's quite good, yeah.
Yeah, it's entertaining. When it first come on, I thought, what's this load of bloody rubbish? But actually, it's quite entertaining, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think everybody joins in trying to guess who it is.
And then they pushed it too far. The Masked Dancer.
Yeah, that's a bit daft.
And then they're going to be doing the Masked Cook. Sorry, right. Who was unveiled as Rhino and crowned the winner of the Masked Singer? It was Charlie Simpson. Who the hell's Charlie Simpson? No
Is he one of the Simpsons?
I don't know. It'll be Marge.
Yeah. What is the capital of Finland? The answer is Helsinki.
What year was Facebook launched? I thought it was a lot earlier than this.
Yeah, this
to be
is
honest.
interesting, this.
Yeah, 2004.
Which chemical element is represented by the symbol Cu on the periodic table?
I
See you, by the way, you wee bastard.
See you, Jimmy.
See you. Hey, talking of that, I wonder how Jock and Angus are getting on. We've not heard from them for a while.
Hey, we'll have to invite them back on the programme.
We'll have to do, won't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, the answer to that one is copper.
Which city hosted the 1988 Summer Olympics?
I remember it well.
I remember it well, but I'd never have guessed. Man, it's a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, tell them the answer, and I've got another little trivia on that for you.
Soul.
What was the song, the Olympic song that year?
Don't know.
Oh, you see, I've got you now, haven't I? One Moment in Time, Whitney Houston.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, every day's a school day, Tom.
Thank you very much indeed. As long as you don't want to go to the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
Which actor won the
It's
leading...
me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, dear. Never go out of order with Andy.
Which actor won the leading actor award at the 2023 BAFTA Awards? And the answer is Austin Butler.
I don't know all these new people, mate.
I've never been good with actors and actresses' names, you know, mate.
No.
I can never log them, if you know what I mean. I know the faces, but I can't put the names to them.
Yeah. Right, we want the full title of this, the answer, the full title. What is the official currency of Japan? It is the Japanese yen.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Which football player holds the record for scoring the most Premier League goals? And he's held it for a long, long time now. And the answer is Alan Shearer.
Is it still? Is he
Yeah,
still?
still got it. I think it's 260-something goals.
All right.
Yeah.
Who played Gavin Shipman in Gavin and Stacey? Matthew Horn. Once
Going
again,
back to that Alan
no
Shearer,
idea.
by the way. Alan
Yeah.
Shearer, record goal scorer
Yeah.
for the Premier
Newcastle.
League.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and Newcastle
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And he only won one Premier League title with Blackburn.
did he?
Blackburn Rovers, yeah.
right.
1994.
That's right, I remember.
He won the Premier League. Now, the only other player that's close to overtaking him, believe it or not, is Harry Kane at Tottenham.
Yes.
And wouldn't it be iconic if Harry Kane becomes the Premier League's leading goal scorer without any trophies?
Yeah.
Because he's not won a trophy now, Harry Kane.
No, I know.
Mm.
That's why I just said to you, does that still stand? Because I know Harry Kane is very close.
Yeah.
It's only about a goal off or something, or 2 goals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it a few more? But I know it's very close.
It's close. It could over. I think he's the only one that's going to, sort of overtake.
Yeah.
What is a baby goat called? And the answer is Kid.
Which artist has had the most UK #1 albums? Bit obvious, really, but it's the Beatles.
What is the longest river in the UK? And the answer is the River Severn.
I'd have said the Thames, but I'd have been wrong.
You would have been wrong.
Which one of David and Victoria Beckham's children celebrated their 18th birthday recently? Cruz Beckham.
This week, an award-winning musical announced it will be going on its first ever UK tour later this year. Which musical was it? And the answer is Hamilton.
I'd like to see that, you know.
Yeah, I believe it's very good.
Yeah. I saw a bit of a documentary about the guy who wrote it and put it all together. It looks brilliant. True story, apparently, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's about slavery and all that.
Right, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Which nut is used to make marzipan? It is the almond.
Oh.
And that was
They're very simple. In fact, even I can answer some of the questions. And now, it's time for Oh My God, Be Careful Not to Skid Your Kecks.
When I was 9, I broke my arm and hit my head when I fell off my bike. And a boy in the street helped me up. 20 years later, I was meeting up with one of my best friend's friend, and I told the story of that bike accident. Turns out, my best friend's friend was the boy who picked me up when I fell. And now, we're married.
Oh dear.
Best friend's friend, eh? Made up bullshit always starts with my best friend's friend. I think the bump on the head left you bleeding mental, young lady.
My daughter met a little girl at the park last summer, and it turned out that they were both going into kindergarten at the same school. They ended up having the same teacher. This little girl also lives on our street. In fact, when we were house hunting, we looked at their house. I also found out that when they were infants, they were both at the same nursery for a few months. I remember meeting her mum when we looked at the house, and very recently we both discovered that we had gone to the same college and graduated the same year.
Oh dear.
Absolutely fascinating. My God, how I wish I could come to yours for Christmas and listen to some more of this boring shite.
My grandmother was travelling from the Philippines with a sister who took ill. When they got off the plane and went into JFK Airport, Harry Connick Jr. helped pick her up after she collapsed on the floor. My grandmother looked up and said, "You look a lot like Harry Connick Jr." He responded, "That's because I am Harry Connick Jr." Oh dear, good old Harry Connick the Younger, always giving his free time to all farts at airports. Did he force you into buying a CD? I bet he did, the creepy toe rag.
A few years ago, I was asked to go on a blind date. It was the winning ticket in a raffle. The other ticket was drawn at a completely different place so that we didn't know who each other was. On the night of the date, I bottled it and stayed at home instead and watched TV. About a year later, I met a boy and we dated for 6 years, then decided to get married. We were happily married for 4 years. Then one day, a friend surprised us both by telling us that both of us were the actual people on the blind date that we never went on. What are the odds?
Oh dear, a blind date, eh?
Sorry about your eyes. What about the odds?
I'll tell you what the odds are. 10 trillion to 1. Your mate's a right lying bastard. We're off to court 1, where you, the listener, yes, that's you, will be the jury. Did the claimant win or lose the case? You decide.
All stand.
Morning all. Judgmentally, is this your case, Mr. Wobble Knob?
Woggle Dob. Yes, this is my case, my lord.
Nice. I was just wondering if you can get 'em in black. Carry on.
I have a strange one.
Yeah, I've heard. Bit bent, is it?
A strange situation, my lord. A wife was talking on the phone to her husband of 25 years. She mentioned a car pulling up and a man getting out. The husband heard a scuffle and the call went dead. He jumped into his car and went to the area where his wife had called from. He then drove around and came across a car with his wife shouting his name from inside. He spun the car around but unfortunately hit another car that was parked. He wrote a note and left it on the windscreen, then jumped back in his car, whereby this time a traffic jam had appeared in front of him. Eventually, as the traffic moved on, he found that the clutch on his car had broken, and so had to wait for the AA to arrive to tow him home. His wife was never seen again.
Was this a true story or a made-up story? You decide.
It was, in fact, a made-up story. There was no kidnapping, no AA, and no traffic jam. Mind you, if you do want rid, then what a cracking idea. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's play
Clever or Kahunas? Right. What was it last week? Was it a draw again, wasn't it, I think? Was it?
No, you picked me last week by 1 point.
Oh, did I? Oh,
But you was disappointed because I was a bit under the weather and you should have smashed me out of the park and you didn't. So you was a little bit disappointed with the win.
I'm all for a kick a man while he's down me. You know
I know
what mean?
you are, I could tell.
Yeah. Right, sorry, I'm just getting my pen and my paper ready. Right.
I've got my gags. I've been rehearsing this week as well.
Good. Me too.
Good.
Right, here we go then. Oh, just before we start, Andy, I've
Yep.
got a nice surprise for you.
Have you?
Yeah, we've got a new noise, and it goes
Have we?
like this. What do you think?
I like that, Tom. It's okay, that. Yeah.
Two cows talking. One said to the other, "What do you think of this mad cow's disease?" The other one said, "Makes you realise how lucky you are when you're a penguin."
You know what, Tom? You're not going to
What?
like this.
What? What?
Good gag.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
good gag. And that
Excellent.
was a kahuna and a clever gag, and you didn't put it on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you didn't put it on, Tom.
I didn't do anything, did I?
You didn't do anything. It was just a big blank.
Oh, no. Right,
But
okay.
but you know what, Tom?
What? Go on.
Do you know what? I'm not going to punish you
Oh,
severely here
go on.
because you carried on. You started the gag. I realised that you not put your clever or your kahuna on, but you carried on. You didn't give up because in the past you've
Right.
started it and then you've gone, oh no, and then
Yeah.
it's all fallen apart.
Right.
So under the circumstances, I'm going to give you a 4.
Well,
How's
I
that?
think that's very fair of
That's
you.
very fair. Just bear that in mind, won't you, going forward?
Oh, that. Are you all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right,
Have you
Tom,
got
yeah.
Is your toothache come back or something?
It's
or
kicking
is
in
it-
a little bit now, yeah, be honest
I
with
think
you.
the tablets are.
Yeah.
But that's really good. Oh, my, I thought I was going to get a 2 then.
Well, there you go. So there you
Thank
go.
you.
Just bear
Thank
that in
you
mind
very
going
much.
forward. Now it's my turn.
You've always been my friend, but I didn't realise how much of a friend you are.
So yeah, 4
Ah.
points for you there, Tom. Well done, mate.
God bless you, Andy.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend.
Oh, what's he up to?
Clever kahuna.
Right.
Brenda and John had a chat in the kitchen. Brenda, your mother has lived with us now for 23 years. Isn't it time she moved into her own flat? Brenda said, my mother? I thought it was your mother.
I like that. That's nice.
Nice,
that.
isn't it?
You know something? I'm going to repay you.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
And I'll tell you why.
Go
I
on.
thought you told it very, very well.
I've been practicing.
It was like a story.
It was, wasn't it?
And I was just mesmerised by it.
Thanks, Tom.
You know what I'm going to give you?
Go on.
I'm going to give you a 5.
Oh,
And I'm going to give you your clever and and your kanuna.
I'm shocked, Tom. I'm shocked.
You've got a 7.
That's a 7.
And a
Oh.
thank you very much for before as well that goes with that.
Oh, Tom.
No, leave it at
Are you
that,
feeling okay?
mate. I don't think I am.
Are the hives kicking in?
I think so. This is what it does, Ives, to you. Makes you be nice to everybody.
That's no good. Get rid of them hives quick. I like it when you're a twat.
As you know, I've never had Ives before. Right, hey, right, okay. Yeah, 7.
Oh,
Beautifully,
fabulous.
beautifully said.
Fabulous. Thanks, Tom.
Clever.
Oh.
Kahuna.
Oh, clever kahuna.
2 film stars bump into each other at their psychiatrist. One says, "Are you coming or going?" The other one says, "If I knew that, I wouldn't be here."
Hey, Tom, we're on form this week.
Nice.
I thought
yeah.
you told it excellent, that.
Oh,
Good
great.
breathing, good timing, excellent delivery.
I
I'm
want
gonna
some of
give you
your
a-
tablets.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a 4 and you're clever and your kahuna.
Oh, 6.
There's your
Right.
6.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, let's have a look here now. Kahuna.
Oh, okay.
A man told the police, I threw a boomerang as hard as I could 2 years ago. Now I just live in constant fear.
Oh, beautiful.
Lovely, Jobley.
Beautiful. Not particularly strong.
No, that's why I threw the kahunas in.
What did you have? A kahuna?
Kahuna.
I'm going to give you a 3 for the joke,
Okay.
plus your 2.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah. -1 for boomerang.
What?
Yes. You said boomerang. I'm sorry.
Boomerang?
Yeah.
I threw
When
a
you
boomerang.
play this back,
I threw
you'll
a
hear yourself.
boomerang.
Yeah,
Boomerang.
you said, I threw a boomerang.
Did I?
And I thought to myself, oh dear, that's very unprofessional.
I didn't realise that, Tom.
Yeah.
You
I'm
see-
not going to knock anything off.
Oh, you're not. Thanks,
You've
Tom.
got a 5, mate. You've got a 3 and a 2.
Oh, thanks, pal.
But don't forget, it's boomerang, not
Yeah,
broomerang.
I thought I said boomerang.
No.
I threw. It's that. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I threw a boomerang.
Yeah.
I threw a broom. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
And also with your swollen gum where your tooth is.
That's what it is. It's a tooth. Yeah.
It makes you boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Boomerang.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. Got it.
Right.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the advice, Tom.
No problem. Clever. Clever. Kahuna.
Oh.
A piece of bacon, an egg, a sausage, and a muffin walked into a bar. The egg said, "Where's the menu?" The barman said, "Sorry, we don't serve breakfasts."
Oh, I like that. What did you have on that?
I had 2 clevers and a kahuna.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tom.
Yes, yeah.
Tom, I've got to
Don't.
tell you, you're on form this week. I thought you told that gag excellent. Delivery was 10 out of
What?
10 for that.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to give you, wait for it. Have we got the fanfare?
Hang on.
Get the fanfare. Quick, hit the fanfare. You're going to get a 5.
Yeah?
You're clever, and you're kahuna. That's 8 points.
Get off.
No, I'm serious, Tom. Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. You deserve that, Tom.
All
That
right,
made
Andy.
me laugh, that gag, and I thought you told it. Excellent.
Oh, can we move on, Andy? You're worrying me a bit. You're getting me on edge.
Kahuna. Kahuna. Kahuna.
Get off.
Yeah. I tried to catch a load of fog yesterday. Missed.
God. Oh, now there's one to mark. I think you missed out on a clever, mate.
I just thought more of a kahuna. That's why I
No,
put 3 in.
I don't think it's even 2 kahunas.
Oh, Tom.
I think it's a clever kahuna.
Do you think so?
I think it's very clever. I tried to catch a load of fog yesterday. Missed. That's clever, isn't it? And it's a bit shitty.
Yeah, I think it's a lot
Andy,
shitty.
You've let the team down here, pal.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot shitty.
Dear.
I do, yeah.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll allow you 2 kahunas then.
Okay.
So you've got a 4, which I
Yep.
thought was a good guy, and 2 kahunas, which is a 6.
Okay, thanks, pal.
I never want these tablets to wear off, do you?
No, they're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Right. Clever. Kahuna.
Oh.
I've been offered a job in a mirror factory. My wife said it's not for me, but I can see myself doing it.
Right. We're not messing. Give yourself a 4 and
Yeah.
you're clever kahuna.
6. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
Clever kahuna.
Oh.
I have a stepladder. My real ladder left when I was a kid.
Oh, he's come back at me.
Straight back here.
I'm going to give
Quick
you
fire.
4 and you 2, mate. You're a definite 6. Funny that.
It isn't it? I like that gag.
My stepladder. Right, now then, I'm going to take a chance on this one. Clever. Clever. Clever.
Oh, triple clever.
My best friend's wife is a born-again Christian, and she doesn't like me, to be blunt. She rang me up and said I was a bad influence on her husband. He'd called her a terrible name. I said, was it a bitch? She said, no. I said, was it a tart? She said, no. I said, was it a slag? She said, no. I said, well, it didn't come from me then.
I like it.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
What do you have, a triple kahuna?
No, a triple clever.
Oh, I thought triple clever, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 7 points, Tom. 4 and
Oh,
you
are
3.
you sure? You don't mind? Are you all right with that?
I'm fine with that, pal.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Clever kahuna.
Oh, okay.
I was visiting my son the other night, and I asked if I could borrow a newspaper. He said, Dad, this is the 21st century. Use my iPad. I can tell you this, that spider never knew what had hit him.
Oh, that's a great gag, isn't it?
Yeah, good gag that, innit? I like that.
A very clever gag. What did you have on it?
Clever, and a kahuna.
Oh, you had 3.
Yeah.
You've got a 7, mate.
Thanks, mate.
It's a great gag and well told. Good breathing.
Thank you.
A lot of confidence in your own ability.
We're in form this week, aren't we?
Well, up to now, we've got another couple to go. Yeah, it could all go wrong. The tablets could wear off. Clever. Sorry about laughing. I just read it. Clever. That's 2 clever.
2 clevers.
Yeah. I told my mum that when I'm older, I was going to build a car out of spaghetti. She should have seen her face when I drove past her.
Good gag, Tom. Right. What do you have, a clever?
Yeah.
Yeah, give yourself 6 for that.
All right, thank you.
Right then, last gag coming up.
Oh, this is important.
And I'm going
isn't it?
for a clever.
All right, okay.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Ready.
Whoever invented the not joke should get a Nobel Prize.
Short and sweet, straight in the knackers. Clever.
Yeah.
That's a good gag, that, yeah. I'm going to give you a 6 for that, Pops.
Thanks,
4
pal.
and a 2.
Brilliant.
Right, we've got to add these up. I have
Get
no
'em added
idea.
up, Tom.
No idea. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
4 and 6 is 10.
10.
And 8 is 18. And 6 is 24.
Yeah.
And 7, 31. And 6
37.
is 37.
That's a good score. Is that your score?
That's me. Here it is. It's all down to this one.
Go on.
7 and 5 is 12.
Yeah.
And 6 is 18.
Yeah.
And 6 is
24.
24.
Yeah.
And 7
31.
is 31. And 6.
37. Is it a draw?
It's a draw.
Wow.
After all that.
Well, you know, Summer, I think that's a fair result, Tom. No, I'm pleased with that. I think it's a fair result, that, Tom, and I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that?
I'm very happy, but angered.
Why?
Because I messed that first one up. I could have pipped you by 2 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, actually, it would have been a point, yeah, because I said, didn't I, would have give you 3 and a 2 if you'd have had a 2. So, yeah, you would have won by 1 point.
By 1 point.
Oh,
But
Tom.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm happier not winning this week because I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good this week. I enjoyed it. And let's hope our listener enjoyed it too.
But God, my anger is absolutely... my hives is all over the shop now.
I bet it is. I enjoyed that, Tom. Well done, mate.
And that was...
Clever or Kahunas.
Right, grab yourself a cuppa. It's time for the Innocent Sisters. Hello, I'm Agatha.
And I'm Catherine.
We're Agatha,
And Catherine.
better known as Agatha,
And Catherine.
but you can call us Agatha.
And Catherine.
And we're here to solve your problems. Like Mrs. Collins. I have a couple of sons, she says. All in all, they've grown up well-mannered, respectful, and will do anything to help others. But suddenly, out of the blue, I'm having problems with my Jack and Danny. Niggly little bits and pieces like whistling too loud. It wakes me up. Shall I confront Jack and Danny? Catherine, it's over to you.
Well, Mrs. Collins, Jack and Danny whistling happens to all us elderly people. As life goes on, things change. Shapes change. Muscles change. Our bodies change. The whistling could be the wind ripping through your baggy drawers. If there's any chafing, you must pop to Boots. They'll sell Jack and Danny cream, I'm sure. I hope that helps. Just one question. Why did you bring your sons into this? And now, Ruby, 92.
92? That's old.
92, Mohammed Street, Ancoats, Manchester. She says, Ladies, I have a neighbour who has been very helpful over the years. He gets bits and pieces from me from Tesco's and checks on me in the mornings. However, he keeps poultry. I don't mind a bit of clucking, but his cock wakes me up at 5 every morning without fail. Please help. That cock of his is driving me mad. Agatha, it's over to you.
Well, Ruby, 92.
Mohammed Street, Ancoats, Manchester.
I'm sorry to hear this. And at your age, when you need all the sleep you can get. The thought of a cock waking you up every morning must be draining. My only advice as far as I'm concerned is ask him for the front door key back that you let him have. It'll stop him letting himself in at 5 o'clock every morning.
And if I may ask a question, Ruby, would you mind forwarding this gentleman's mobile number?
Oh, you mucky bitch, Catherine.
You're welcome, lovies.
And now it's time for a bit of boys chat. Right, what have we got this week? I've written a note here.
Go on, what's your note, Tom?
Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl, we mentioned this last week, didn't we?
But there's been movement,
There's
hasn't
been
there?
movement, Tom.
What's happened?
The movement is that they've done a big U-turn.
On what?
On the Roald Dahl books that was going to be republished with words removed, like the words like fat was going to be replaced with enormous,
Right.
and small was going to be replaced with tiny and nonsense like that.
All right.
So they've done a big U-turn and they're not going to redo them now. But also, Tom, in the meantime, the books have been flying off the shelves again.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
There you go, wokes.
Yeah.
Up yours.
Flying off the shelves. So you'll probably find that Roald Dahl will be in the top 10. All his books will be in the top 10 this week.
That'll serve the wokes right.
Yeah, of course it will. And
They'll
again, you know
moan
what it is,
about
Tom? Do you know what it is? It's victory for the silent majority.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Isn't that a lovely word, Tom? The silent majority.
It is.
It's a lovely word, that.
We sit so patiently in the background,
it's a lovely,
don't we?
just a lovely saying, isn't it? The silent majority.
I've seen some bollocks in my life, but this is the best I've ever seen.
Oh, it is,
you know.
yeah. It's the biggest load of bollocks we've ever seen.
Yeah, if you want to see Piers Morgan, he rips his hair out.
Oh, he
Piers
does, doesn't he? Yeah.
Morgan.
It's bollocks.
He hates it.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
I do, but I don't let it bother me anymore.
I know. I think he goes a bit over the top with it, doesn't he, Piers Morgan? But
Well, he's just making a telly program and he's just
that's what he does,
stirring
isn't it?
it
That's
up.
what he does.
But
yeah.
it's so funny when he gets wokes on and you start trying to argue with him.
Did you see
And
him?
he sits there and they're talking about vegans and all that. And all of a sudden, this bloke walks up to the side of him while he's talking to this vegan gobbing off with a Big Mac.
Big Mac in his hand, but yeah.
And give him a Big Mac and he has it. He says, "Oh, carry on, love. I'll just have my Big Mac."
I did a show the other week and I said, if there's any vegans in the audience, put your hand up. And they didn't have the strength to put their hands up.
Oh, dear God. Right. And that was a bit of boys chat. Oh, hang on. The phone's going. Line 9.
Hello, Why does my boss hate it when I call him Dick?
Why does your boss hate it when you call him Dick? We know. Because his name's Michael.
You pair of fat fliddly rimming backdoor hubble
What
bag
a
of
smashing
twats.
fella he is.
You like him, don't you,
Love
Father
him.
O'Reilly?
Hey, he doesn't mince his words, does he? We've been inundated with an email.
Oh, not again. Paul from Nantwich. I've been left some money. Oh, we're on our way, Paul. From a relative. It's not a fortune, but it will allow me a very nice holiday and more. Shall I go on an expensive cruise or the Rocky Mountaineer train journey? Oh, yeah, across Canada. Yeah, I've seen bits of that. Don't we get some strange
We do,
emails?
don't we?
But
I
I
mean-
don't mind it. But don't take us too serious.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that, Tom, because I've not done the Rocky Mountaineer train journey across Canada.
Oh,
I mean,
it looks beautiful.
Like yourself, I've done a lot of cruising, but I've never done
Yeah.
the. I don't know what to say with that one. I think it's
Mm.
personal choice, isn't it? What you want to do, really.
I think, straight off the top of my head, I would go on the Rocky Mountaineer train journey. I'll tell you the reason why. You can go on a cruise anytime you like, basically.
Yeah.
But I think the Rocky Mountaineer is a one-off in your life, I would think.
Yeah, actually, that's good advice. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on the Rocky Mountaineer.
Yeah,
Send
I'll
us a
second
card.
that.
Send us a card.
Yeah, send us a postcard.
Yeah.
Tyler from Winchester. Please explain what Sadiq Khan actually does.
Over to you, Andy.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Tyler. We were going to ask you the same question because we haven't got a clue, just like you.
No idea.
I've no
I
idea
honestly
what he does.
Don't know. Did you see him the other day on the telly?
No.
This says to him, violence is up, rape's up, knife crime's up, gun crime's up, robbery is up. Can you say anything about that? He sat there and looked at him and went, no, it's not. And they all looked at each other, these
Yeah.
blokes. They went, yeah, but it is. And he went, no, it's not.
Yeah.
They give up with him. It's unbelievable.
I think it's the worst mayor London's ever had.
Oh, of course he is.
Definitely.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah. So,
Right.
Yeah, we're sorry about that, Tyler. We don't know what he actually does. And if you do find any information, email us in.
Which I don't think you will.
No, you've been looking for a long time.
Yeah. Barry from the Isle of Wight. Have you ever performed here? Or the Isle of Wight? Have you?
Yeah, I've done the Isle of Wight a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Donkeys
Shanklin.
years ago.
Shanklin. The Shanklin Theatre, Benbridge.
Who was that for?
I've done a couple of shows. I did one with a tribute show there,
Right.
a Four Tops Drifters tribute show I was involved in
Right.
years ago. And Joe Longthorne.
Yeah.
We used to do the Isle of Wight regular every year.
I think I did Pontin. Do they have a Pontins there?
I think they did many years ago, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about probably
Yeah.
40 years
And
ago.
there's a couple of Warner's hotels down there now.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was a Pontins. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
a very
I think
good
they did
one
years
either.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, Barry, we've both done a bit over there.
Cows is a place on the island.
Oh,
called
well,
Cow-
there's some nice girls there
yeah,
as well.
Cowes. It's spelled
Yeah.
Cows. Yeah,
That's where they do the boats from. Isn't it?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a nice little island, the Isle of Wight. I like
Oh,
it.
it's beautiful, yeah.
And the little
yeah.
trip across on the boat, it's all about half an hour. That's the nice little crossing.
On
you
a
know.
nice day, yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to be
Yeah.
going there when it's choppy.
No.
Paul from Campbelltown. Paul McCartney has a farm near Campbelltown where I live, which is the Mull of Kintyre. Would you ever move to a place so out of the way as Campbelltown?
That's an interesting one.
My dad loved all that, my dad. He was a
What?
country person, my dad.
Was he?
Yeah, he could have lived there, I think. Yeah.
I don't think I could have done years ago. I could possibly live in Campbelltown now because I don't have to do the
Yeah.
rounds of being an entertainer anymore. I mean, you can't be an entertainer and live up there, can you?
Unless
You
you've
know
got an
what I mean?
helicopter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I would have always said no, but I possibly wouldn't mind now if I had to.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Oh, I've got a story, by the way. Do you want to hear it
Go
very,
on.
very
Yeah,
quickly?
yeah, go on.
It's name dropping.
Name drop. I hope it's a big name drop.
Right, listen to this.
Go on.
And I won't get sued because this is true.
Go on.
Paul McCartney,
Yeah.
he bought his farm
Yeah.
when the Beatles split up and his advisors told him to buy property.
Right.
Bought it for 35,000,
Yeah.
this farm. And it was the time of Wings came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did Mulligan Tyre. And it
Yeah.
was the biggest selling single ever, Mulligan Tyre,
Yeah, I
at
remember.
the time.
Mm.
Now, I was having a party at my house.
Right.
And who should pop round to my house but Denny Lane?
Oh, Denny Lane, yeah.
Yeah, from Wings. It was
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's guitarist. And he told me this story and said, Paul McCartney never wrote Mulligan Tyre. I wrote Mulligan Tyre. He bought it off me for 30 grand.
I believe so.
How about that?
Yeah, I believe I've heard that story before.
No, forget all that. How about that for a name drop?
Yeah, Denny Lane, yeah.
Yeah, he bought
Yeah.
apparently.
But I've
he
heard
says Paul McCartney never wrote it. He wrote
he
it.
wrote it, didn't he? That's right.
And Paul McCartney said, wow, what a great song. I'll buy it off you.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was a bit hard up and
Yeah.
bought it like 30 grand. I'm talking like, 30 years ago? 30 grand was a fortune.
Well, it was longer than that, Tom.
Yeah, longer than that.
Back in the
wasn't it?
70s, wasn't it? Mulligan
Yeah.
Tyre. So you're looking
Yeah.
at 50 years ago.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
an interesting one, Paul,
Wow,
from
yeah, yeah.
Campbelltown.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sally from Dublin. Love the show. Ah, thank you. Have you been to Dublin to work on stage at any time? Everybody asks us where we worked. It's nice, though.
Yeah, I've done Dublin, have you? In fact, I'm there next
No.
week, Tom.
Oh, right, yeah.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, Sally, go and see Andy. What show are you with?
We're doing
mate?
the 90s at the Academy in Dublin.
Right.
And I've only been there once before. Last year, we went to the Olympia Theatre in Dublin.
That's that big thing, isn't it, where they have
Yeah.
massive shows
Yeah,
on?
yeah. Lovely theatre. Yeah, the Olympia. So we did that last year. And
Yeah.
we're doing the Academy. And there's also a place called the NX. Because we're back in Dublin and Belfast towards the end of the year. So, yeah, next Thursday.
Right.
A week
Yeah.
on, whatever date that is. I think so. Is it around about the 9th or something?
Yeah.
9th,
Oh, nice one.
9th of
Andy.
March, yeah. Yeah.
I've never worked there. I've been to. I've worked in Belfast, but I've been to Southern Ireland, but never worked in Dublin.
Right.
But if you're around, Sally, go and see Andy,
Yeah. At the Academy in Dublin.
and I can show you. He'll
Top
be
in the
brilliant,
morning.
'cause
Are
he
you all
always
right?
is. Oh, don't say that over there. They'll have you. You sound Irish when you do that.
Barry from Telford. I know you're both entertained on cruise ships, but have you ever been frightened on a cruise ship?
Yeah, when they asked me to do 3 spots.
Yeah, when they ask you to do the crew party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Have you ever been frightened on a cruise ship? I have.
I've never been frightened. I've had some rocky weather, which oh god, you can hear it
Yeah.
crashing about. But I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, I got a little bit nervous one night. I was on a world cruise.
Yeah.
And we did the Indian Ocean, and you get the newsletter come round at night, don't you? For the the programming the next day, and there's a bit of news and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And on the headline was, "We have now entered the Indian Ocean, and it is known for piracy."
Oh my God.
So this was 1996 as well, Tom.
Dear me.
So if you see anything unusual on deck on your evening strolls, please contact a crew member as soon as possible.
Oh my
That's what
God.
it said, yeah. So that would have
What,
been,
anybody with a patch on their eye or a parrot or something like that?
yeah, Long John Silver. But yeah, that would have been, oh, hang on a minute.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
How unnerving.
yeah,
isn't it?
that would have been, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, contact a crew member as soon as possible, it said.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that would have been airy, that would have been,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's it. Oh, we hope you've enjoyed the show because we've had a super duper time.
We certainly have, Tom. We've had a super duper duper time. And you know what, Tom? We'll
What?
see you next week.
A big thank you to our sponsors, the Music Factory Blackpool, and our producer, Doris. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo.